OpenAI didn't just launch another feature. They may have just eliminated one of the biggest bottlenecks in freelancing: context switching. Most freelancers waste hours jumping between ChatGPT, Google Docs, Notion, Canva, emails, PDFs, and client notes. Every switch kills momentum. Every switch creates friction, and friction destroys output. I've been stress testing OpenAI's new Work Hub for the last 3 days, and honestly, this feels less like a chatbot update and more like a complete rebuild of the Freelancer's operating system. Today I'm going to show you the exact workflow I use to take messy client information and turn it into a professional deliverable in nearly half the time. If you're tired of tool hopping just to finish one project, watch carefully, because this changes how small operators compete. Before we build anything, you need to understand something I call the efficiency gap. Most freelancers don't have a skill problem, they have a workflow problem. Research in one app, notes in another, drafting somewhere else, design in Canva, final assembly in Google Docs. Every time you switch tools, your brain resets. You lose momentum, you lose focus, you lose flow, and all those tiny interruptions add up. That's the efficiency gap. OpenAI is trying to solve this by putting everything in one place for your files, one place for your instructions, one place for your outputs. You're no longer chatting with an AI, you're managing an AI-assisted project. Phase 1. The project bind. Think of this as building a digital brain for your project. Stop copy-pasting information into endless chats. Instead, upload the brief, upload your references, upload your templates, upload anything the AI needs to understand the project. Once these sources are attached, you've created a project memory bank. And this is important, because one of the biggest frustrations with AI is hallucination. The model simply doesn't know enough about your project, but once your information is attached, it stops guessing, it starts referencing, and that's when things get interesting. Phase 2. The command. Most people prompt badly. They simply say, "Write me a proposal." That's too vague. Instead, give the AI a job. Give it constraints, give it rules, give it outcomes. For example, using the attached documents, create a proposal that matches the tone and formatting style found in document A. Notice the difference. The AI is no longer inventing, it's executing. You're no longer asking AI to write, you're assigning work. Phase 3. Real-time refinement. This may be the biggest productivity gain of all. Most people see one sentence they don't like and regenerate everything. Huge mistake, because now the AI starts over. Instead, edit directly. Refine specific sections. Because all your files remain attached, the system still remembers the entire project. This means one paragraph changes without breaking everything else. What used to take 2 hours of rewriting suddenly becomes a 30-minute assembly process. You're no longer creating from scratch, you're assembling intelligently. Now think about what just happened. We started with scattered information, raw notes, client documents, different references, and in significantly less time, we produced something professional. The real upgrade here isn't intelligence, it's workflow compression. Feedback loops shrink, revisions become easier, execution speeds up. This is the difference between freelancers who constantly feel overwhelmed by their tools and freelancers who build systems that scale. Because the future won't belong to people who simply use AI. It will belong to people who build workflows around it. Most people will spend the next week debating which AI model is smarter. Wrong conversation. The real winners won't necessarily be the people with the best prompts. They'll be the people with the best systems. Because AI doesn't replace freelancers, it replaces inefficient workflows. If you want to test this yourself, I've included the exact project bind framework and prompt structure I use below. Don't just consume AI news, build better systems. Subscribe if you want signal, not noise. And let me know in the comments, what's the first project you're moving into this workflow? Proposal writing? Content creation? Client onboarding? I read every comment. Until next time, keep evolving.